Okay, hello everyone. In this video, we will be discussing how to import datasets from your computer into Google Earth Engine. And in this particular case, we will be importing a political boundary shapefile. Then we will be filtering that out so that we will only have the municipal boundary of Baybay City Leyte. And then after that, we will be using that boundary to clip a Sentinel-2 image. Okay, so let's start. So if you want to import data, just go here to the Assets tab in the top left, and then click the new button. You can upload rasters as well. So click the shapefiles, and then you can select. So select the shapefiles that you want. It's important to select all of these from the CPG up to the I think this is the DXF. So you must select all of them, and then let's say, for example, I will select the PHL2 because those are the municipal boundaries. We'll open it, and then um, you can. So I've already uploaded it. That's why it's giving me this error. But you can just rename it and then upload. So okay, so let's just try to upload it for the sake of this demonstration. So sample upload, and then if I select upload, then you can see here in the top right, if you go to tasks, it's uploading right here. And it will take a few minutes to complete the upload. As you can see here, there's a loading icon here, and it will take a few minutes. So it depends on the number of polygons that you have. So it's if you have a lot of polygons, it will take longer. Now, so because I've already imported it, so we can just import it right away here. Let's not wait for the task to finish because that will take a long time. So if you go to the assets, so I've created this cloud asset right here by adding a project. So you can do that as well. And then I will select this data. And after clicking on that data, you can then import it. Okay, so it's just like importing from the data set from the Google Earth Engine datasets. So as you can see here, the default name is table. So I will rename it to cities, just cities. So these are Philippine cities. So let's try to load this. So map dot add layer, and then let's load this new dataset that we've imported. Let's see. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so as you can see right here, so these are the political boundaries. So Baybay City Leyte is here, just like an L shape. And we want to have shapefile of only Baybay City Leyte because we want to clip a certain Sentinel-2 dataset to fit to this boundary. So how do we do that? So first things first, we need to filter. So let's create a variable to hold this new shapefile. So var by boundary, and then that will be equal to cities dot filter, and then we can use dot filter dot eq. That's equals, and then let's inspect the data set so that we will know what property we're going to use that's unique to Baybay. Of course, that will be the name, right? So as you can see right here, there's a name too, and then Baybay city. So we can use that as the arguments here. So let's write name underscore 2, and then comma, and then you should have Baybay city. City. Okay. Okay, so let's try to load it. If we did it correctly, it should only give us Baybay here. Okay, so there you have it. That's really cool. Okay, so now we have the Baybay city shapefile that we're going to use. Okay, so but before we can use this to clip a particular dataset, we must convert it first into a geometry because we need to use a geometry object to clip clip a particular dataset. Okay, so how do we do that? So let's create a variable. Let's call it ROI, or region of interest. And then what we're going to do is that we're going to use the function feature collection. So you can search this in the documentations. Feature collection and then dot geometry. And then you can input the by boundary that we've just created. Boundary. Okay? So now that we have our region of interest, let's now start adding our Sentinel-2 dataset. Sentinel-2. Oh, here it is. And import. And then let's rename it to Sentinel_2. Okay. Now it's time to filter the Sentinel-2 data. So let's do what we've always done here. So what are we going to name it? Let's just name it Bye Sentinel. Bye Sentinel is equal to Sentinel-2 Sentinel_2 dot filter, and then dot filter dot what's the first thing that we're going to use? We're going to use the ROI. Okay, so we're going to use the bounds, and then we will input our ROI here, ROI, and then after that we will use another filter dot filter. We will use the date here. Okay, so dot filter dot date. So we're going to use again 2021 from January 1, and then 2021 09/30. Okay, so that's September 30. Okay, so let's now add another filter for the metadata. Filter dot filter dot less than, and then if you remember, we use the cloudy pixel percentage. So you can use other metadata if you want. So okay, so here we have our Bye Sentinel data that we're going to use. So let's try loading both of these. No? So a map dot add layer, and then Bye_Sentinel. Let's see. Okay, so we're having an error here. Okay, so the proper way to use this is to place the argument, the by boundary here, and then after the feature collection, so it has an argument there, and then for the geometry it has no arguments, just put open and close parentheses. Let's try to run this again. Okay, so there you have our data set. Okay. So we cannot see our data sets because they're all black. So let's add some visualization parameters. So bar RGB vis is equal to min, just use 0, and then max 3000. So you can use other values as well. And for the bands, of course, we're going to go with the RGB. So that would be band 4, band 3, and band 2. Okay, so you can put that as an argument here in the Bye Sentinel. So RGB vis is the second parameter. And then for the feature by boundary, so you can add an object here. So color, and then red. You can color it red. So let's try running it again. Okay, it's colored red now. Okay, that's much better. Okay. So the next step is now to clip our this data set that we just loaded. Okay, so we can clip images. So if you go here to the docs, let's go here to images, image, so algorithms, image here. So as you can see here, ee.image, we have a function here, clip. Okay, clip, and then we are going to use a geometry. So let's convert this first into an image. Let's use the median of our bye-bye Sentinel. So let's type here var, so median. Let's just bye-bye Sentinel median is equal to bye-bye Sentinel.median, and then so let's try to load this. Let's comment out this original one, and then let's copy it, copy, and then use the bye-bye Sentinel median. Let's run it. Oh, bye-bye. So that's wrong spelling. Let's run it again. Okay, so it's under. Okay, so there we have it. So let's just copy this and transfer it there, so that we can see the overlay properly. Okay, so now we have our image and also our boundary that we're going to use to clip. So now we can clip. So let's create a variable. So let's bye-bye Sentinel clip. Okay, so how are you going to do that? So just type here bye-bye underscore Sentinel underscore median dot clip, and then we're going to use the geometry. So of course the geometry is our ROI, and then after doing that, we can then add this geometry to our map. Okay, so you're going to add this clip. So let's comment out these other two layers so that we can clearly see the clipping. So let's try to load this if we did this successfully. Okay, wow, so isn't that just amazing? So as you can see right here, it's now clip our bye-bye dataset right here, the median. So you can, again, in filtering, you can select different bands. So you can clip different bands for if you want to export different bands to other aerial imagery processing like NV. So you can do that as well. So in the next video, we will be talking about exporting the data. Okay, so that's all for this video. So I hope you learned something new in this video, and I will see you in the next video.